Welcome in everyone to another show match. Today we have Fait versus Traze, and they were just playing in the grand final of, or not the grand final, in one of my viewer tournaments, and it wasn't the grand final, and Fait wanted another shot at Traze as he was unable to get the win in the best of one. Wanted the best of three in the grand final, so here we are. We're going to be doing a bit of a show match here. Traze is exclamation mark, as you may have guessed. And Fait is I'm Fait on the orange side. Fait has been seen on the channel before. He's been in a show match and he's been in a bigger tournament that we have hosted. However, he does have a bit of a disadvantage here as Traze is the higher ranked 1v1 player. And Traze hailing from the EU, Fait hailing from US West. We're playing on US East servers and the ping is still slightly disadvantaged. And it's in Fate's favor, so it's kind of equalizing a little bit. He is down 2-0 early on here in this game one, but these are not first to 5 goals. It is 5 minutes, so let's see if Fait can't get a little bit settled into this one, knowing that he's facing off against a bit higher ranked of an opponent, and see if he can't get a clutch out and get a game off and figure out how to get back into this one. Fait has been a viewer for a while now, and he's always been much higher than I am. He's been very fun to watch. He has really good ball control. He's going to have to step up and have a little bit more, and maybe even some better game sense in 1v1 if he wants a chance here, facing off against an SSL level 1v1 opponent, whereas he's only ever hit GC2. Fait finally settling into the game a little bit. No more kickoff goals just yet. He's already down 4 within a minute. And a lot of those are just awkward situations created off the kickoff. Traze going in the air, getting the flip reset. Fait had a pretty solid spot to be as a pre-jump, but he's just floating in front of his net. That ball sails barely over him and barely gets under the crossbar. Very beautifully placed ball there. Very, very nice shot we had. And he is winning the kickoff this time as well. He has a single flip to work with. He's going for the pogo or the plan B. Not quite going to be on target. Fait, unfortunately, not quite reading that it's not on target. Oh, and his challenge is a little bit too high. He's going to get scored on once more here. Easy 6-0 to start off with. Minute and 29 seconds in. Fait does need to figure out how to get in the game, and that might not be how you do it. Just a clean kickoff win straight into the back of the net. Let's just move on and see what we can get this next time. Oh, and another clean kickoff win. I'm not entirely sure what's happening on Fate's end. He might be trying to delay and it's just being read. He's gonna have to see if he can't get into this one. He's just getting beat at every turn, and I think he's just in his own head. Had he not looked up his opponent's rank, he might be doing a little bit better, having a little bit more confidence here. As a lot of Rocket League is confidence, and especially in a 1v1 game mode where you have no one else but yourself to blame. Fait almost getting a goal there. This one's going to float just a little bit high as well. He is getting a couple shots and showing some offense here. He's pre-jumping so early. It's very easy to read if you're an SSL attacker with the ball on the other side, as he is seemingly speedrunning the highest score against Fait in a single game. Let's see if Fait can't stop the bleeding and start building up some momentum. Even if he can't come all the way back in this game one, he might be able to get that momentum built in for game 2. Traze popping that one high, not quite able to get it on target again. Not going to have a boost advantage here. Fait trying to speed up the ball. Instead, he decides to take it all the way across the field. He's got to dodge the demo. The bump comes in. He has the the flip reset shot off the ceiling. This goes straight to his opponent, unfortunately. Another bit of a pogo / plan B attempt. Not quite going to be getting it. Fait now going for the pogo himself. He flips it over the defender, and that might just be what Fait needs to come back and get into this match. He was able to defend the previous attempt by his opponent, able to do the same mechanic, but do it better and take one off of the scoreboard. Fait now faking a kickoff, going to be getting another attempt to offense here. Traze just floating in the air. Not the best 50, but he does slow down the offense and force Fait to take a less adequate shot that does get saved away. Traze now just trying to bait in a challenge here. Knows that he has a good spot, a great flip reset, but it's not quite quick enough as he's not able to get the goal. Fate does snag his corner boost, but not quite enough in the tank to get the goal there just yet. Fate keeping it slow midfield. I like to see the way he's slowing the game down, as he did get scored on quite a bit to start things off. He needs to slow the play, needs to get settled in, and he's doing just fine in the last 30 seconds to a minute or so. Early challenge there, not quite going to find contact, but he does prevent the shot from coming in. Traze looking for a bit of a multiple flip reset, and there it is. He follows up. Fate gets faked out in the air, and he's going to be going down 10-1. 124 to go. Can Fate overcome the 9-goal deficit and build up some momentum moving into game number 2? Fate getting a save off the kickoff, getting another one on the counter, or sorry, the rebound shot. Traze just tapping this one to the sidewall. Can he win the battle there? He does get there first to just collect possession there in midfield. Fate forcing to get jumpy here. He does clear this one out nicely. So once again, he is getting some time off the clock, and more importantly, slowing the play down. He's going to tap that one in for a second goal. 51 seconds to go. Fate has come alive in the second half. Surely he has a chance here in game 2 to step up. It's very difficult to overcome the high score odds if you go down that quickly, that quickly in a game, especially in 1v1. It's very difficult for you to be able to challenge your opponent, as they know that they have such an advantage. They can just play so much more relaxed and confident, which, like I said earlier, is a huge point in 1v1 and in Rocket League in general. Fate with a beautiful carry in the air, just gluing the ball to his nose with a flip in the back pocket. Going to be able to tap this one over the defender right as he challenges. Gets an extra touch there to snag in a third goal. 29 seconds to go. And Fate is doing better than he thought he might have after the first few minutes. Traze is going to take this one all the way to his back corner. Fate, early challenge, ego challenge there a little bit, and he does get it off of the attacker. He's looking to stay aggressive here, but he's not going to find contact there. Can Traze snag in an 11th goal? Not quite yet. Fate, fantastic defense, but Traze does get in the way of that ball. He has plenty of boosts as well. Fate's just going to kill it, and he's going to prevent the goal from going in. Traze winning game number 1, 10-3, a 7-goal win. But he was up by 9 at one point. So Fate playing much better in in the second half of game 1. Let's see if he can step up in game number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting in here to game number 2. And Fate having built up some momentum, can he prevent an early deficit in this game number 2? Even if he gets scored on once or twice, he needs to keep his cool, figure out how to get back in this game. He did a good job at slowing down the second half of the first game. Fortunately, not going to be able to save that one. That ground pinch with the flip after the flip reset in the air. Fantastically placed and tons of speed just behind the defender. Fate needs to just stay calm and play his game. He did it well in the second half there. He's plenty of time to get into this one. He knows that his opponent has the ability to score a plethora of different ways. But he too has quite the arsenal of aggressive ball control techniques, I suppose you could say. Fate very solid in his ability to get around the opponent. And there's a good little pop-up. Bit of toxicity going in there with some what-a saves. Nice way to even up the scoreline. 1-1, 4:25 to go. Much better start here for our orange player and our hometown hero, as Fate is a regular member in chat. Traze has been in chat in our live streams a couple times. Not so much recently. Fate's in here almost every day. Gonna get a nice save there, which finds himself some possession as well. Flipping forward to get underneath the ball. Going for their dribble bump. Cringe, can't quite find it. Gets there a bit too soon. And Traze should just be able to tap this one in. Instead, he's just gonna fake out the breezy attempt. Let that one sail on in and take his 1-goal lead back with 3:57 to go. Fate, good kickoff to start off this session here. This little volley situation we have, finally winning a good kickoff. Not able to get the strongest flick, but he should be able to trip up his opponent. Not able to secure that corner boost, but he was able to keep his opponent from transitioning into a offense. Fait, nice cut there. Still able to grab mid as well. Should be able to keep possession here as he rolls this one all the way across to the mid boost. Just needs to be a bit wary about an early challenge, and there it comes in. He's going to have to retreat and go back down. Can he get back in time? Barely going to get that touch to save that one away. Traze finds himself a little bit of low boost. Going to take this all the way back. He gets demoed. A little bit slow on his rotation. Fait should have the Doomsday Dish potential, but is not a good enough shot. Traze spawns in, and now with the recent update, knowing which direction he's going to have to move after the spawn, he's able to get back in time. Fait missing the the backboard read. It hits the post and comes off at an awkward angle. Fait going up a little bit too soon. He didn't need to read it that quickly as the opponent wasn't there to defend. He leaves that one on the field, and he gets counterattack scored on as well. It's a bit of a 2-goal swing, and now his opponent is up by 2 goals. So he's going to have to figure out how to hop back in this one mentally and keep things rolling. Fait definitely doing much better than game number 1. I'd love to see him get the dub here and force out the game 3 in a potential reverse sweep. Only 1 goal so far this time. He only got 3 last time. He needs at least 3 to tie things up here. Nice air dribble there. Going to be able to find the back of the net as is saved away. He's delaying his opponent's ability to get a counterattack going, but he eventually... Actually, yeah, he does a good job to just stay aggressive on the ball. Fait dropping this one low, getting around his defending opponent. Can he tap this one on target? There it is. Fait coming back and getting another goal here. 1 goal away from tying things up. 2:12 to go. There's plenty of time for Fait to tie up the game. Fait getting tripped up on the kickoff. Traze opting to bring this one down and just go for a bit of a flick. I love that flick when you jump up and turn your car around and get a backflip in. I'm not sure if there's a name for that one. If there is, leave the name down below in the comments for me. I do like that. I did see that in a Sunless Con video once a couple years ago. I thought I should always go back and try to learn it. Never really did. I like to see it used in high-level play here. Fait looking to just stay aggressive and annoying. He's only down by 1. He needs to keep it that way or get the goal. His opponent going to be able to clear that one out, but Fait still with plenty of momentum here, but he does get demoed on the back. Lucky for him, he does get a nice clear out. That's not going to allow an early turnaround goal. Does give his opponent possession, but it is going to be a bit of a full field aerial possession. Oh, and Fait gets faked out just a little bit as Traze brings that one back down and goes for the low 50. It's going to get him a 2-goal lead with 1:18 to go. And Fait had a chance, but just not quite able to get the save there. Fait not winning the kickoff. Needs to be a little bit careful as Traze could play the time game or just score again and put him down by 3. It's going to be that much harder to get back into this one. He's just going to have to get a kickoff win or 2 and have a good time, or have a hard time getting back in this one, as he's not really been able to find his stride. A little bit of a friendly banter going on in the text chat up there. Traze not finding the flip or not using the flip, not entirely sure which. Fait, less than a minute to go, needs 3 goals, needs to make something happen here. Traze does get the save and is able to control this around. Fait trying to trip up his opponent, not the best trip up attempt, but he does eventually take possession, but that eventually is going to be rough because he just doesn't have time. He has 3 goals he needs on the scoreboard, and he's down to just above 30 seconds. Traze now with possession. All he has to do is just keep time on the clock, or keep time ticking on the clock, I should say. Fait trying to turn this around and get a cheeky goal, and there it is. Fait does find his 3rd in game 2. He's only been scored on half as many times as game 1, but he is down 2 goals, and he does have a chance here. 21 seconds and a kickoff. If he can get a good kickoff possession and a goal, he will have a shot. Fortunately, this isn't going his way on the kickoff. Less than 20 seconds. It's going to be very difficult for Fait to get a goal and equalize it, but it's just not going to happen here. 10 seconds to go, just not quite enough time. Traze should be taking the victory here. 6-3 with 10 seconds to go. It's going to be a clean 2-0 sweep. Fate could get one for the road here. Traze is going to save it out. 5 seconds to go. This should be all she wrote. See one more aerial attack by Traze. Not going to get the score. Traze winning in 2. Fate coming back in game 1, building up the momentum, able to move it into game 2, but it just wasn't quite enough. A much better scoreline for him. I'm sure Fate is happy that he performed better. Unfortunately, not able to take the dub. That's going to be all we have for you today. Bit of a high-level show match for you. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one. Peace.